Do y'all like music? You weren't supposed to see that. Do y'all like music? I love music. Music is, yeah, it's great. I love all kinds of artists, whether it's like, you know, R&B or punk rock, or I basically like anything except country, really. I'm not really much of a country guy, so I'll listen to basically anything other than that. So why am I saying this? Well, today we're going to talk about musical artists as Lego figures. This is actually the first video I'm doing on what I like to call BootLego, which is bootleg Lego, which are Legos that weren't actually made by the Lego company, but they look like real Lego, hence the term BootLego. And the BootLego that I have with me today are these. These are little cards that contain little minifigs based off of famous artists, whether they are alive or dead, like MF Doom here, currently dead, unfortunately, rest in peace. This is, they titled this one MF Block instead of MF Doom, and this is actually based off of his Mad Villainy album. You could see it's got the orange square right here, and his full, like, face. This is the only MF Doom one I have. These minifigs and all the other minifigs I'll be showing were made by this guy named The Canvas Dawn. He's on Instagram, and what he does is he creates these minifigs and puts them in this special packaging, and then he sells them at limited quantities every Friday evening, and they sell out like quick. Like he puts them up at like 3 p.m. Eastern every Friday, and they sell out within the first minute because so many people want these. So if you want one for yourself, be on the lookout for when they drop. So that's the MF Doom one. I also have a Frank Ocean. This is from based on his Nostalgia album. This is his in his little like suit there, or something. I don't know, I haven't listened to this album, so I don't know. I just thought it was cool. But I have listened to this other Frank Ocean album, Block. This is based off of, oh god, I can't remember. I've listened to this album and I can't remember the name. I'll come back to that. Actually, editor, if you remember the name, put it in, please. Thank you. I've got a Kendrick one, Mr. Morals and the Big Steppers, or as this is called, Mr. Morals and the Brick Steppers. I like that Canvas does little, like, you know, brick puns in each of these. It's very fun, very unique. And he also puts his signature on the back of each of them too, which is nice. And all the figs are actually pretty detailed. They actually look like, you know, what a Lego version of the artist would look like. So Kendrick with his little thorn crown here, like on the album, looks pretty good. I also got Kid Cudi. This is from his Man on the Moon 2 album, Man on the Moon #2. I think they call this Man on the Block. Again, Lego puns, always good. This is actually one of my favorite albums from Kid Cudi too, so I'm glad I got this. It's a really unique. And all of these figures, I believe, he sells for like $35 each. They're really not that bad for a custom Lego of your favorite artist. Although if you do miss out on them, they can go for way more on the aftermarket. I've seen them go for hundreds, $200, even $300 per figure. Here's my Daft Punk collection. I got both the members here, and I like how he set them up so that if you put them side by side, they basically, like, both of their helmets kind of combine into one helmet, which is very cool. I like that. This is based off of their Random Access Memories album, but here he calls them Random Access Builds, which is very fun. Love to see that. I've also got a Mac Miller collection, because, you know, you gotta have Mac Miller. I have the Kids album, I have the Swimming album, and the Circles album. Or in this case, Kids is Figs, Swimming is Building, and Circles isn't called anything else on here. So I guess it's still Circles. I don't know. But yeah, very cool. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. I love all of these albums. My favorite one has to be Kids, though. You can't go wrong with that album. And I've also got the most amount that I have for an artist is probably the weekend. This I have 4 weekends here. We'll start with his first one. This one was from his is based on his trilogy album, or as it's called here, Brickology. Very funny. I like this one because not only does it try to recreate the album art on here with the lady behind him, behind the actual figure, but it also has like other art on the back, like other album art on the back, which is very neat, very cool, very neat, very stylish. Then of course you got After Hours, or After Bricks. I like the art on there too, and well, I just appreciated the value of that, so oh well. Just a little dent in it. It's all right. No biggie. It's made out of cardboard. I like the little, what I was saying, little art album on the back. I'm going to be saying that about a lot of these because he actually does, he puts a lot of effort into these. Then we have Dawn FM, or Block FM, where he just looks old. You know, he just looks old. This was a really cool album. I really liked Dawn FM. And then we have Hurry Up Tomorrow, his latest. I believe it's his latest, unless he came out with something else recently. I don't know. So here where he's looking sweaty and screaming, like on the album cover. My favorite one out of all of these has to be After Hours. I like that the best. Mainly because I haven't listened to too many of Weekend recently, but I just like that one best. So that is all of the figs I have here of all of the famous, well, you know, famous is a strong term for some of these guys, but you know, if you know them, you know them, you know. They're all very cool, very unique. Like I said, all of them are like, you know, $35 from Canvas Dawn, and they are available in limited, very, very limited quantities. Like you can't get any of these anymore, unfortunately, unless you find them on aftermarket, or unless he restocks them randomly on his Instagram. So look out for that. I'm not sponsored by him, by the way. I'm just saying where I got him. But yeah, I like them. They're cool to have in my collection, even though they're not genuine Lego per se. They are pretty cool to have, you know, for any Lego collector that also likes music, or any, you know, rap, R&B, pop, you know, all the different styles here. So yeah, what do you think of these? Do you like these? Do you want any of these? If you do want any of these, I'll link his Instagram down below so you could follow him and check for any other of the check for any latest drops. I can't speak tonight. Yeah, I think they're all really cool. If I had to pick a favorite, I really like the Daft Punks. I really like how you can put them together like that. They just look really cool. I like those probably the best. So yeah, so let me know what you think, and I'll see y'all next time. Mr. Rager, Mr. Rager.
Alice building dreams with blocks, stacking high and fast, creating worlds and schemes. Yeah, he's built to last. Colors burst like fire, every beat's a win in this Lego land of ours. Let the fun begin.